What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and this is just a video that I felt like doing for a really stupid and ignorant comment that I got on one of my videos, one of my personal videos, that really struck a nerve with me. Now, first, let me tell you which video it actually was. It was this video. It was a video of me visiting the grave of Peggy Lynn Johnson back in August of 2021. Peggy Lynn Johnson was one of the Jane Doe cases that I used to follow that I read online. Back in summer of 1999, the body of a woman was found out in the fields in Wisconsin, my home state, and they didn't know who she was. She was listed as a Jane Doe, but she died horribly. She had signs of abuse all over her body. They believed that she was tortured for months before she died, and they also believed that she was cognitively disabled. And keep that in mind, because that's a major reason why this story struck home for me, because she reminded me so much of myself. And it wasn't until year 2019 when she was identified as Peggy Lynn Johnson from Illinois. What happened was Peggy Lynn Johnson was psychologically disabled. This is what I read online, that she was psychologically disabled exactly like I am because of my autism. Her parents, who were taking care of her, passed away, and she was 18 years old. She was an adult, but she was psychologically disabled. I mean, she was off on her own then, but she needed help. And she went to a nursing home for help. And it turns out that this evil, pathetic excuse for a human, I'm just going to say her name once, Linda, was working there. And she was able to take advantage of Peggy Lynn Johnson. She knew that she could. This was in 1994. She brought Peggy Lynn Johnson home with her and said that Peggy Lynn Johnson can stay with her as long as she works as a nanny for her children and everything. And then from 1994 to when she murdered Peggy Lynn Johnson in 1999, Linda abused Peggy Lynn Johnson, put her through horrible stuff from 1994 to 1999 till she murdered her in 1999. And then after she murdered her, she dumped her body up in Racine County, Wisconsin. No one knew who she was at all, and she was buried as a Jane Doe. But then fast forward to 2019, but then fast forward to 2019, the guilt of everything that Linda done finally caught up to her. And while she was living in Florida in 2019, she got drunk and she confessed that she murdered someone back in 1999. That someone was Peggy Lynn Johnson, which led to Peggy Lynn Johnson being identified. She was buried in Wisconsin, but then they returned her back to Illinois so she could be buried next to her family members, where I visited her grave in 2021 when I was back in Wisconsin. This case really struck home for me because I'm also psychologically disabled like Peggy Lynn Johnson, and I thought this was really sad and really haunting. And Peggy Lynn Johnson did not deserve this horrible fate, and I felt really sorry for her. Just like all the other graves I visited, I felt really sorry for Peggy Lynn Johnson because she also reminded me of myself, and that's why I did the video of me leaving flowers on her grave in memory of her, and that's why it's a personal video to me, because I feel like if the dice would have been rolled differently, the same exact thing could have happened to me. So that's why I take the story of Peggy Lynn Johnson very seriously, and that's why it's very personal to me. Someone honestly had the nerve to leave this stupid comment on my Peggy Lynn Johnson video, and I'm going to read it to you guys right now. I'm going to read you guys the whole comment because this whole comment is full of stupidity. I'm going to respond to each bit of stupidity in this comment after I read it to you guys. Here's exactly what they typed in. Let me show you a closer look at the comment. You realize the song you played in the background is about a stalker who is jealous and wants nothing more than ownership over their victim, right? Not exactly an appropriate song, my guy. Oh my fucking god. Let me continue. Also, your choice of attire and the way you're presenting the case almost feels as though you're making light of the situation. Oh, really? I- I'm also not saying you were, but perception is everything, and you might want to think about how the public will view this before publishing in the future. Uh, I mean, maybe you should follow your own advice, dude. I think your overall presentation was quite informative, but the way you went about telling the case seems a bit immature and insensitive given the reality of the case. Usually, when I get a stupid comment like this on any of my videos, I just delete it and ban the user from my damn channel. But I figured this was worthy to make a video about. I've been posting stuff on YouTube since 2013, and usually the comments I get are from nice people. And usually the people who don't like me just don't bother to comment at all. This never used to be the case, but lately I've been getting some really stupid comments from people who should really keep their damn opinions to themselves. So I figured I might as well do a video of me calling you out on it. Okay, so to start with, the song that I used in this video, the music I used in my video of me visiting Peggy Lynn Johnson's grave. Let me play you guys a bit of it right now. It was an instrumental of a song. Okay, so whoever typed this comment in is claiming that that song is about a stalker who wants control over his victim. So let me correct you on that, and I'm going to be saying this again, but know your damn facts before you decide to criticize me. I'm assuming the person who typed in this comment has never heard an R&B song in their entire damn life. The instrumental that I chose for my video of me visiting the grave of Peggy Lynn Johnson is actually an instrumental of Missing You by Puff Daddy and Faith Evans. And I actually have the song itself right here. Let me play it for you guys.
This right here, tell me what goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death. Hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe. My thoughts big, I just can't define. Wish I could turn back the hands of time. Us in the six, shop for new clothes and kicks. You and me taking flicks, making hits, stages they receive you on. Still can't believe you're gone. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you still living your life after death.
Every move I make.
Okay, the goon who typed in that comment claims that this was not an appropriate song for me to play for my Peggy Lynn Johnson grave video, for my video in memory of Peggy Lynn Johnson. I don't know about you, but this sure as hell sounds like an appropriate song for me. This song is about missing someone who's passed away, and it was meant to be a memorial.
Every day that passes is a day that I get closer to seeing you again. We miss you, babe. And we want.
This definitely was an appropriate song to use in my Peggy Lynn Johnson video, because I felt sorry for Peggy Lynn Johnson, and that video of me visiting her grave was supposed to be a memorial video for her, as all my other grave visiting videos. So yeah, I said that I would say this again, but know your fucking facts before you decide to criticize me. Because as I said, this person who typed this comment in probably has never heard a damn R&B song in their entire fucking life. But know your fucking facts before you decide to criticize me. And for those of you who are getting ready to type in, oh, Joe Winko, the original song was about a stalker. The background music for that Puff Daddy and Faith Evans song was actually from the song I'll Be Watching You. Well, I'll Be Missing You came out after I'll Be Watching You. Therefore, I'll Be Missing You is more relevant than I'll Be Watching You. That now you guys get the context. I'm pretty sure someone who heard both of those songs before would be smart enough to know that the background music for my Peggy Lynn Johnson grave visiting video, that the background music was meant to be from I'll Be Missing You and not from I'll Be Watching You. So, to whoever typed this comment in, you realize the song you played in the background is about a stalker who is jealous and wants nothing more than ownership of their victim, and not exactly an appropriate song choice, my guy. I think you feel pretty stupid right now. Do you? I said that I would say this again, but know your fucking facts before you decide to criticize me. And then here you are making rips on my choice of attire. I wear the cape and the red pointy bandana so I look the same in all my damn videos. And saying that I'm making light of the situation, I was upset by what happened to Peggy Lynn Johnson. I thought it was unfair. When I look at a picture of Peggy Lynn Johnson, a picture of her while she's alive, or even a picture of her after they found her, the pictures they took of her when she was dead and in the morgue, I always saw myself in those pictures. Even before she was identified, I always saw myself in those pictures. I sure as hell know that you never saw yourself in them, but I saw myself in them, especially when I found out about her story and what happened with her. And as a matter of fact, this actually gives me an opportunity to talk about one thing that I wanted to start. And I just wanted to throw this idea out there. I wanted to make an organization or a foundation called the Peggy Lynn Johnson Foundation for because what happened to Peggy Lynn Johnson? Her parents died. She was 18 years old. I mean, yeah, she's not going to go into foster care. No one's going to help her. But I wanted to make an organization so for adults who are psychologically disabled or who are disabled who need help if their caretakers pass away, so they have another option to get help with their lives if their caretakers pass away. That's my best way of explaining it. I wanted to call it the Peggy Lynn Johnson Foundation because I felt sorry for her. The only thing we can do now is to make sure that whatever happened to Peggy Lynn Johnson never happens to anyone else, because I felt sorry for Peggy Lynn Johnson and it was unfair, but that's what I wanted to call the ideal that I had, the Peggy Lynn Johnson Foundation in memory of her for adults who are disabled, psychologically disabled, or who can't take care of themselves to get help with their lives if whoever is taking care of them passes away. That's my best way of explaining it, but I'm pretty sure if someone smart enough actually listens to what I'm trying to explain, it will make perfect sense to them. And I just wanted to throw that idea out there so whoever can get that started can make that happen. Because I felt sorry for Peggy Lynn Johnson. She did not deserve this horrible fate, and I wish her peace in the afterlife, and I didn't want her death to be in vain. That's all I wanted to say for this video. So, peace out, people.
Every day that passes is a day that I get closer to seeing you again. We miss you, babe, and we won't stop.